complaining man is a weak man. Think of a strong man, a strong leader. Would a strong leader complain? Would a strong leader see the negative in a situation? And the answer to that is no. No. This is what happened yesterday at the gym. I was at the gym and I went to the sauna. I'm very grateful and lucky to have a sauna in my gym. I'll be honest, I know a lot of people don't. It's a higher end gym and I'm lucky. I'm super lucky. I appreciate that every single day that I get to go to that sauna. And guess what? I was sitting at the sauna with two more guys. You know what I'm going to do? Obviously, I'm going to initiate conversations with those random dudes. It was really nice. We were speaking. The guy was a firefighter. Actually, I was asking him a few questions about the gym, etc. Just random questions. What's up, man? Do you go here often? And there was another dude. We're all like chilling. So me and two other people. And then comes in another guy. He's in his 30s, I'd say. Very built guy. Looks good. No homo. And what he does is he opens the door. Immediately, he just complains. Immediately, literally the first thing that he does is talk about how cold it is in the sauna. And, speaking to you, the person behind the screen, it wasn't cold. Like, it was a nice sauna. Maybe he was expecting it to be, I don't know, like 200 Fahrenheit. But it was nice. Like, I was sweating. I was already sweating. I was there for like 5-10 minutes. I was sweating after the workout. So it was nice. So, I mean, that's fine. He said a little complaint. But no, bro, he did not stop there. He went deep. He was like, guys, do you see this gap right here in the door? This is so annoying. I've seen this for months and they're not fixing it. And it's so cold. How do you guys sit here for 10 minutes? It's so cold. It's so this. All they need to do is fix this door. You see this little screw right here? All they need to do is bring this guy in the sauna and fix it. It just takes 5 minutes. Guys, this is so annoying. This is so annoying. I'm not even kidding. The guy was complaining for 5 minutes straight. He was thinking of every single negative thing he can say, not only about the sauna, but the gym. And then he went off on the equipment. Bro, I'm not even kidding. If you saw the equipment at my gym, you'd be like, what the fuck? This is amazing. This is like the nicest. I even think every single day, I'm like, this is so nice. This gym is so clean. The machines are so new. He was like, no, the machines are old. The machines are this. This is terrible. The sauna is terrible. The only reason I come here is for the sauna, and it's terrible and it's bad. You're hearing this behind the screen. You're like, this is so annoying. I can't even hear Maor say this. How can you even imagine this guy just complaining for 5 minutes? And I was trying to be positive. I was trying to be like, bro, you look at the good side. He was like, no, this is terrible. This is bad. I also got to take a little breath because the first thing I want to talk about is truly a man who complains is a weak man. Instead of seeing the positives. And bro, I don't have anything against this guy. I don't even know him. But I just want to use this story to teach you a lesson. Seeing the negatives in every single situation makes you such a weak man. Do you think a strong man, a strong leader, would look at a situation like this and be complaining instead of seeing the positives? Right? This guy lives in a first world country. This guy has the funds to pay for this higher end gym, which has a sauna, which has a steam room, which has a nice locker room. This guy is built. This guy has so many reasons. I don't know him. He has so many reasons to be grateful for his life. He lives in the United States. So many reasons I could think about. And I don't even know him. I don't even know him. And all you can think about is the negatives in his life and why this is bad and why the sauna is bad. You want to hear something interesting? The second this guy left, because he couldn't stand it, he was like, no, this is terrible. I don't know how you guys are going to be here. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. The second he left, this guy, it was almost like a movie. You know, those movies, there's like this old guy who says like some piece of advice that you just don't forget. The second he left, the guy was like, in life. It sounded very, very poetic, very stoic and masculine. He was like, in life, You can choose to be a pessimist or you can choose to be an optimist. And he said, I choose to be an optimist. And that was exactly what I was thinking about. I was like, this guy is totally right. Totally right. He was listening to this whole conversation and he was like, yeah, I choose to be an optimist in my life. Instead of seeing the negatives, why do you have to do that? Why can't you open your eyes in the morning and see ways, so many ways that you can be grateful for in your life? Bro, this is also a wake-up call for you. Have you been recently thinking of all the negative things in your life instead of opening your eyes and be like, yeah, maybe I live in this country. Whoa, like I live in this house. I have friends. I have family. I have a dog. I have an education. Or I have an online education. I have access to YouTube, to videos like this. I'm a random stranger trying to teach you something. You have access to that. Imagine how crazy that is. You don't know me, but I'm spitting facts right now. Just to help you out. But seriously, bro, I'm really passionate about this because it pisses me off. It pisses me off that he couldn't, and again, nothing against him. He couldn't see the positive in such an amazing situation. You have access to Asana. And it really opened my eyes. I was literally thinking about the same thing that this older man was thinking about. You can choose to be an optimist in life, or you can choose to be a pessimist, and just see the negatives in every single thing. You, every single day, have the decision to make. Am I going to see this day as something that's negative? Am I going to see this situation as negative? Of course, there are still negative situations in life. But you can always reframe it. You can always try your best to reframe it. And don't tell me, no, there's no way to reframe it. There's always a way. I'm telling you. Imagine the people who went through harder hardships than you. Who were still like, you know what? Yeah, it's tough. But I want to see the positives in this situation. I really do. There was a video on this channel that I made. I don't know if it's still there. It was a while ago. I don't know if you can even find it. But I was literally, I think a year ago, I was eating cereal and I was choking. I know it sounds funny. It is funny. But I was choking on my cereal. And I was really practicing my gratitude skill then, and even now, obviously. So much that I wrote after on my journal, I'm grateful for choking on food. And I know it sounds ridiculous. I know most people won't understand this. But once you really level up gratitude, and bro, I want you to be in this situation as well. I want you to level up your gratitude skill so much they can see such negative situations as positives. And I was literally choking one day. And I found a way to be grateful for that situation, that I was choking. You know what? And you know why? After I choked, I went on Google and I was like, what do I do? How do I avoid this? And it's not just like what I do if I'm alone. This is what I did. I wrote on Google, what do I do if I'm alone and I'm choking? So I found ways, how to help yourself out if you're choking and you're alone and you have no one around you. That's what happened. And it terrified me that day. And I was like, you know what? Now I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful that I was choking. How crazy is that? Who out there do you hear says these kind of things? It sounds stupid to the outside person. It sounds absurd. But you know what? Those people who are so grateful for the negative situation in their lives are actually people who are happy, who are much more successful in the long run. So the overall, let's look at this whole thing on a more deeper level, deeper view. What I want to tell you is that you need to find more gratitude in things and ways to be grateful in your life. I don't want you to end up like that guy. I really don't. Try to find ways that you can be grateful for, even if things get bad, even if things are so negative, and you just want to curse out every single person, every single ant, whatever. You want to curse it out. But I'm telling you, picture myself telling you that there's still something that you can be grateful for. There's still something that you can learn, still something that you can find and be grateful. And I truly, going back to the title of this video, I truly believe that weak men are people who complain. The second that this guy was complaining, honestly, I felt something in me. And that was a deep disrespect and loss of respect for this guy. Really lost respect for him at that moment. I really did. And I'm not even kidding. I don't know, maybe it's something about the male brain, but I don't want to be with a male or the guy who's complaining, who's just seeing the negatives in every single thing. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you've never experienced this. Maybe you're just starting your self-improvement journey. But I'm ahead on this journey, and I really think that now I have more abundance, now I have more understanding, and I would never, hear me out, I would never allow a man like that to be a friend of mine. Never. And most guys are the same. They think the same. Maybe they're not conscious of it, but most guys think this way. Why do you want to be with a negative, complaining guy? That energy is going to spread to you, and you're going to start thinking those negative thoughts. Trust me, even at that sauna, I was starting to think negative thoughts. I was like, maybe he's right. But then I corrected myself. I was like, no, this guy's super wrong. Why is he so negative? I needed to correct myself too. Imagine spending a whole week with this guy. Imagine being his friend for a month, for 6 months, for 12 months. It's like the plague. You're going to feel exactly like him. You're going to think the same as him. Do you think you're going to start that business? Do you think you're going to work on yourself when all he sees is negative? So you're going to see the same thing. And women don't want guys like this as well. Women don't want negative guys who complain. Trust me, they don't. Women like guys who are positive or easygoing, who take life, with a grain of salt sometimes. Take it easy. Make jokes. Who don't take everything so seriously. A woman who would see this guy would feel repulsed, literally repulsed by him. I felt repulsed, and I'm not a woman. Trust me, imagine just a woman hearing all that fucking conversation. How could you be with this guy who's just always complaining? So I know I'm going on a rant, but it's just to teach you a big lesson here and maybe open your eyes. Maybe you've been very ungrateful recently. How can you find ways to be grateful? Write in your gratitude journal things to be grateful today. Maybe you got out of this habit of gratitude journaling. I'm here to tell you it's super important. If you don't do it, you're going to end up like this guy. And it's not even a joke. Because there were times in my life where I didn't do gratitude journaling, where I stopped thinking and writing of ways and things I'm grateful for. And I found myself at those times being very negative towards my family more, towards myself. Imagine that on a bigger scale. This is why these habits are so important and they compound. Imagine this guy, I doubt he does gratitude journaling. Imagine he started doing it every single day. Would he go to the sauna and be like, yeah, this is terrible, this is terrible, this is terrible? Of course not. Of course not. This all comes back to the title, as I said, a man who complains is a weak man. Don't be a man who complains. This is a life lesson, literally. It'll get you so far in life if you stop complaining, not only for yourself, for everyone around you. More people want to be with you. You're going to attract more positive people, and this is not the law of attraction stuff. It's genuinely, you attract people who are similar to you. I'm sure this guy has a lot of negative friends. It's just sad to see, and I really hope that we can all learn from this lesson. I hope you learn from this. If you want, there's a Discord of young men leveling up. Click down below for that Discord. Join. I'm there as well. I'm helping the boys out. You can also help the boys out, and we can all help each other grow and better each other. All right, bro? So we'll talk. I'll see you next time. Peace.